How do? I'm Mark from Morgan's Creations, and this week I decided we'd try and find some Greeblies. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace for the last few weeks, seeing if I could find anything that might have some parts in it, and I came across this Murphy dual cassette tape and radio. Whenever you're trying to buy something that's going to have some parts in it, always go for older models, because these tend to have more moving parts. More modern technology seems to just mainly be circuit boards. One of the downsides of older technology is they're a lot harder to get into. It seems that Murphy really didn't want me to get into the back of this thing. I tried probably about 15 different screwdrivers and really couldn't get in. So in the end I ended up having to like King Kong it and rip it open with my hands. When I finally did get the front off, I remembered that I hadn't filmed any cinematic bits. So here's a few of them now. I spent an entire hour trying to get that thing off. Eventually I did. And that right there was it clicking right back on. So you'll very quickly see me in a minute struggling, panicking a little bit that it wasn't coming off. Oh no. But after another 20 minutes I got back inside and we could finally see how this thing works. And it's finally time to start disassembling this thing. A real interesting thing that I found inside this was these little wheels. I don't know whether they guided the tape, but there was one on either side anyway, with this being a dual cassette recorder. We are going to come back to this piece soon, but by taking it off I got access to the volume control. I have no idea what this is. It was sealed in with some kind of wax. So if anybody knows what this piece is, can you please let me know in the comments? But it was an absolute gold mine for bits. Looking back at the little pieces now, it reminds me a bit of skeleton watches, all those little tiny moving parts. I have no idea how anybody thought of this. I just find it interesting thinking about how long it would have taken for anybody just to design this one piece. And this is just one small piece of that entire dual cassette radio. I'd genuinely be interested if anybody knows what this piece does, how it works, if anyone can link me to an article. Honestly, I'd love to know more about this piece. So I decided to put these off to one side and start working on the bulk of the cassette player. I'm genuinely finding it hard to describe any of these pieces, but as I said earlier, this cassette player is an absolute goldmine for bits. The amount of ideas that could spark from just this one piece. Could be used as part of a generator, could be used as wheels for a sci-fi vehicle. Honestly, with some of these pieces, the lists are endless. Just look at how many parts come out of this one section. Looking at these parts, are there any builds that come to your mind? If there's any that you think that are getting inspired by this piece, let me know in the comments. One that comes to my mind from looking at all these silver pieces is making Robo-Cane from RoboCop 2. You'll have to let me know, leave a like on this video if you think that's a good idea, if that's something you'd want to see. There's always going to be room in my bits box for more gears. I think I have 2 boxes full of them from printers, but these are going to make a good addition to my collection. Also, they're kind of just fun to play with on their own. I just want to say thank you for the support on the last video. I set a challenge of getting over 31 likes and we got 36 at the time of recording. And it is now actually my best video on YouTube, so thank you so much. So once again, this has just been a short video this week. And this is just a collection of all the pieces that I managed to salvage from the cassette player. My next video is going to be a Halloween special, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you're subscribed and you've hit the bell button to be notified when it goes live. And thanks for watching.